Cool. So thanks for joining us tonight in this week's AMA, where our main goal is basically to get each and every one of you up to date with the current developments, but project-wise, game development-wise, community-wise, and we have a special treat, which is basically concerning art. And of course, as in any AMA, we will answer any questions and clear any potential uncertainties that you might have. As usual, we'll be taking over the first part and share with you guys what we've been working on, what has been accomplished in the past week or so, where we're heading. And afterwards, we will gladly take any questions from you boys and girls. You can take the stage. We're always encouraging you to take the stage, or you can just write them in the question channels, however you feel more comfortable. And yeah, I don't know, more questions, the more the merrier. I always say we're constantly striving for full transparency, and of course we want to make sure that everyone's on board and completely aware of all the things that are coming. We're not building this play to earn game by ourselves. We're doing it alongside with you guys, and honestly, that's the best thing that's happening within our awesome community, and one of the things that keeps us all going with each passing day. Sorry, I keep stuttering. Yeah, so these past few weeks have been really hectic for us. While constantly pushing for growth, but I'm really happy to say that everything's on track according to the schedule we set, and together with your help and involvement, we're going to push Elysium to the heights it deserves, guys. So yeah, let's dig in and start with a brief recap of what we're building here, as I believe it will be really helpful for everyone, but especially for the new people joining us, because I see a lot of new faces tonight. Welcome everyone again. And without further ado, I'll let Hogs take the stage and share with all of us a swift recap of what we're building here and what the Elysium game is all about. So, Hogs.
Awesome, man. Thanks for the intro. And I saw, just a quick side note, I saw Mikkel here. I know he's very late, so glad to have you, man. We'll do some Asia time AMAs from now on. We just need to see exactly what's the best time for that.
Figure out the best time frame where we can get people from that part of the world as well.
Yeah, maybe we can repeat this one tomorrow and just go ahead on the same information. So yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so the game. You people curious about the game? For those of you that don't know already, our vision with Elysium MetaGods is to build an open world play to earn game where you as a player can actually own and craft this world to your liking. To picture this, the easiest way is just to imagine owning the game world of, I don't know, Grand Theft Auto or World of Warcraft before it was released, and having the opportunity to craft with their team all the functionalities and gameplays and all the stuff that go into that game.
That's crazy. Now, man. Crazy. sorry, but
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't mean to say that we're gonna create the next Grand Theft Auto or the next World of Warcraft. I mean, it's not that. It's just for you to have an idea of. It's easier to picture and to understand what exactly are you getting into. So, of course, it will be developed in stages. And for Season 1, Elysium MetaGods will be an idle strategy play to earn game. I'm thinking of going about this recently I've received, one question that I get asked a lot is, what do you bring new to this space? And it's a very legit question because there are a lot of play to earns that do shit in this space, and probably you all know them. To give a proper answer to this, thinking I'm gonna go through some of the most important aspects that differentiate us from all of the other projects, and especially the play to earns that we saw in the NFT space. Sorry, it's not necessarily in an order of importance, but I will just take them one by one. So the first thing is the lore and the game theme. Probably many of you know, but the Olympian Gods is one of the most controversial legends from our past. and has been used in so many movies, like animations, and for a very good reason, because it's a very complex, has so many stories and legends and intricacies that we also want to make use of them and leverage them in our gameplay. What's also cool about this specific theme is that it gives player the option to associate themselves with 12 different characters, and each one of it has its own personality and skills. And we found that very important for a game, especially a role-playing game. I mean, it's not every day that you get a chance to be a god of your own universe and take a stand against all the evils, that are going on in the world, right? Actually, I think you do, but that's a topic for a more philosophical AMA, not this one. Now, so the first point, lore and the game team. The second point, I believe it's we will have very different and interactive gameplay mechanics here. So there are many strategies you can create based on how involved you actually want to be in this game. If you don't have too much time to play, there is the battlefield where you don't need to take action every day. So you basically just take each of your meta gods to a more offensive or a more defensive position in the battlefield, and each has its own. It's a bit of noise there, KFX.
Sorry,
What
yeah.
you doing?
I'm gonna mute myself.
So yeah, please. So you stake the meta gods to a more offensive or a more defensive position in the battlefield, and each of these there will be 3 positions, and each of them will have its own risk and reward ratio. If you do want to play daily, we created the tournaments. So for the tournaments, you basically use your god tokens to join the tournaments. Each meta god represents himself inside the tournament. So if you're a whale, you can play with more, but you will not accumulate the points in your favor as a player. You'll just have more chances to win. Now, for each meta gods inside the tournaments, we get to choose between 3 different quests each day. Here, what I can say is that you need to be wise, because some quests are more suited than others for your meta gods and will give more points, therefore helping you climb those leaderboards faster. Also, you have different success chances for completing the quests. It depends on where and what battle position have you staked your meta god. But if your meta god, let's say, is in the frontline offensive position, you will get the maximum rewards because you're in the front line, you're fighting directly with the titans there, but you might not win all the fights because there are higher risk by being there. I mean, even the gods get hurt sometimes and don't win all of the quests. So there are a lot of complexities that are designed in the game, and you can switch, mix, match anytime you want, depending on the strategy that you choose and that you want to go forward with. Because cover like the lore, the game theme, the different gameplay mechanics, and the number 3, I would say that is the use of the god token, that it will have utilities to upgrade and improve your chances inside the game. Some of the things that we've developed so far are the weapons NFTs that gives you a better fighting chance and improve the risk and reward ratio. The relics activations that gives you access to certain powers for each of the 12 meta gods. And of course, there are the buildings and all the expansion that comes along with Season 2. I think I actually hope I made things a bit more clear around this topic. There's also the how to play page that's gonna be live on the website. It's 90% complete. We're just fine-tuning some details, and we'll have some tables there showing exactly some risk and rewards. So it's gonna help you guys to understand more about these things that I just explained and dive into more details. And I would say that's definitely gonna be live at the end of this week. So stay tuned about
It's amazing, man. Like hearing you talk, I get excited like a little kid again about playing, starting the game again.
it. Yeah, man, me too. I mean, like being involved there and thinking of this with the game mechanics team, it's like always, this, but then we can do this, and seeing all the opportunities. I don't know how it will be to play it when you know so many things about the game, like developing, but yeah, we'll have to see.
It's gonna
I
be
like to
fun
see
either
it.
way. It's gonna be fun because in the end it's still up to chance, right? It's like there are a lot of percentages
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
algorithmically calculated and stuff like that. So it doesn't really matter if like we're from the founding team. Everybody
yeah,
can
yeah, yeah,
play.
yeah.
Like we've made it so as you said, like for different types of people that have more free time, that have less free time. So we're trying to mix all the choices, and of course at a later stage, along with with your feedback, with the community's feedback, we'll be building on the things that work the best, that I don't know, that you guys like the most, and I know adjusting the things that aren't quite there yet, and hoping to improve those as well.
Yeah, 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 actually, that's a good point, KFX. That's because how we've thought of it so far and how we built it is to give many different type of gameplays, so we can also get feedback at the same time. Like not have a single type of strategy that user can have. So having
Mhm.
multiples, they can actually experience and playing it for a few weeks and having discussion and AMAs like this, we can actually see like, okay, this worked well, this we should do more, these are crappy, then they don't like it. And getting this pulse from the community and from the players, I think it's the most important thing, because in the end it's the game is gonna be built for you, with you, and owned by you. So yeah.
Definitely, 100%, 100% here. Uh, what about like in terms of game development, Hogs? What can you tell us about that? Like all
Uh,
the
uh, uh.
contracts, all the technical stuff. Do we have an update on that?
Yeah, yeah. So on the technical side, so development-wise, all the smart contracts are ready. Also, the game mechanics and the interfaces for the battlefields. We're still waiting on the last interface for the tournaments. Is in development right now. Probably in a week that will be ready also. But the
Nice.
dev team and the game mechanics are working right now to integrate them all together in the game interface that it is live and you explored it with the Easter egg. So you will basically start playing after the public sale,
Mhm.
and I'm not exactly sure right now because even the public sale doesn't have a fixed date, but I would say like in max 2 weeks from the public sale, the first tournament will start also. And maybe depending on when the public sale is, maybe that can be even faster, maybe 1 week or maybe even after the public sale. But yeah, it's everything is going very well development wise and the testing and everything. So yeah, it's it's pretty cool there.
Really cool, man. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing all these amazing updates. I know for sure that I enjoy hearing them again. And I
Sure,
really,
guys.
I really can't wait to play the game. Like I said, yeah, I'm like a small kid in front of a candy store window. Yeah, enough about me. So nobody
I'm
cares about
curious
me.
how everybody else feels about this. Like, could I get a one from you in the general chat who is curious and who wants to see the game up and to play? Like, just type letter one. There are people that,
One,
yeah,
one.
yeah, one. Awesome.
Thanks,
Okay,
guys.
so
Thanks.
KFX, you're not the only one.
I told you, man.
Give me some screenshots. Probably, yeah, you go on the game interface. It's there. I don't think we put the link because we need to update. The website is gonna come with that, but It's in one of the announcements. It's world.elysiummetagods.com.
Cool.
Okay,
Cool.
yeah.
Cool. So we can head on to the next point.
I believe so.
We'll be taking a dive actually into the new Discord engagement system we've been working on for the past week. But I don't want to be the spoilers guy, so I'll let Gaia now take the stage and tell us a bit more about what's coming next within the community. Gaia?
Okay. Thanks, man. Okay, what to start with?
So many things, eh?
Yeah. You know, guys, I'm in charge with collabs, with bringing collabs to the project. And as you may have noticed, in the last period of time, a lot of projects suffered from low engagement mainly in the Discord. And I think this may come after many NFT projects popped up like mushrooms from the ground, and people are in so many servers and they don't even pay attention when there are so many, right? And within this regard, we are gonna do something differently here, and we're gonna incentivize members with Ambrosia for every message and reaction on specific channels. So from now on, to get Ambrosia coin, besides participating in the games and events and being active here, for every message that you send out, you will get automatically 5 Ambrosia, and for every reaction in some specific channels, you will get 100 Ambrosia for the first hit and 5 for each next one in that day. We'll come with more details, and we will announce once the bot is ready. It will be maybe early tomorrow or later today. So what you can do with that Ambrosia, because we want to grow a bit the utility of that, because otherwise we thought about bringing utility in the Ambrosia shop, so you feel the need to get more Ambrosia, so you are motivated to talk with people here, to react to the messages. And the first and the most important thing is that you'll be able to buy raffle tickets in the daily raffles. In the daily raffles that we will do, because if you noticed, in the past days we started buying a few NFTs from the OpenSea and giving them away in the giveaway channel. And they are not from our collection, but they are from collections that are already listed on OpenSea, so they carry with them real money, real value. And we think this is a good way to associate our projects also with known projects in the space, and also incentivize our community, right? So from now on, we're gonna have daily NFT giveaways that you can participate in only by having a raffle ticket that you can buy with the Ambrosia. And moreover, you will be able to buy specific whitelist spots in other good projects, apart from the ones you already can find in the cross collab channel. We will add other whitelists manually in the Ambrosia shop, and they will be like from big projects that most of us want a whitelist there, right? So just to sum it up, from now on, actually from the moment we will announce it, for every message and react that you send in the Discord, you will get Ambrosia, and with that Ambrosia you can buy daily raffle tickets and whitelist spots in other good NFT projects that we want to bring in.
Cool. I guess it's worth mentioning here that we'll be holding like daily NFT raffles, and those tickets in the shop, once you buy them, you can basically use them when you want to. It's not going to be used on buy, and they're going to grant you a role that's going to expire in 24 hours. So it's basically you're choosing when you want to buy that ticket. And I don't know if you want to wait, like they're going to be on 3 different tiers depending on how valuable the NFT we're giving out is. So if, let's say, you want to buy the tier 3 ticket, you can just hold it and wait until you see like a giveaway that you like, or you want that NFT, and you can use it there and join the giveaway. It's going to be a bit more
Yeah,
interactive. We're trying
exactly.
to get it a bit more interactive, and yeah, a lot of options for you guys.
And it's like a 24 hours, right? It's that role is gonna, so once you use the ticket, you have that role for 24 hours. So you can participate on any giveaway that's gonna happen in that 24-hour
Yeah,
window.
because there can be
And
more than one, so it's not limited. It's not max one. It's going to be a minimum one per day, depending on what happens in the community, depending on what happens in the project, and so on.
yeah, I mean, we tested out and we tested out even without the Ambrosia system, like in the past 3-4 days, only with the giveaways and having some requirement there, like you need to have level 2 or you need to be verified, or level 2 to participate. And we saw new people that were in the server, and they were starting in having conversation in the general chat, and not just typing random messages, but like I even saw, KFX that night, we're looking at the conversation, they're like, oh, I lost this project in the noise, and look what's happening. They were curious, looking at the roadmap.
Definitely.
Like,
Yeah.
it's, yeah, because the
It's just
attention span, it's very short, and we're aware of this, and that's why we try to gamify things a bit to make the experiences in the Discord, like not only in the game that we build, but also inside the community, to be more interactive and come here and actually, have fun, and also have chances of winning stuff. So hopefully in the next period, more people will get engaged, be active, and yeah, see some flourishing growth,
definitely.
let's say.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the right word.
Thank you so much, Guy, for the updates. Like, I know I'm really pumped to see the new system in action, and of course, all those daily NFT giveaways that are planned until the mint. Yeah, that's gonna be wild for sure. Yeah. So next up, we got some more good news. Aline, co-founder of Static VFX, has joined us tonight to share some interesting facts about the upcoming cinematic trailer. That's gonna be wild. And yeah, I'll let him tell you more about it.
Hello, everyone. I'm glad you're here. So, good list with plenty of amazing news for development of this project, and I'm curious to see, how things will turn out in the end and how the gameplay would be. So, I'm pretty excited about that as well. On our end, we've been trying to, and we joined forces, and all the team has been working in the last weeks to release cinematic, 1 minute and a bit, 1 minute 15, 1 minute 30 max video about the project. And it's not something where we aim to have, a video tutorial about how to play. It's more like a trailer of the entire environment and entire world, rooted in the story, trying to make sense a bit of everything that's going on there. It's the kind of video you would, when World of Warcraft launched, we all started to look at the amazing characters, reveals, and environments. They had some stories behind, but at the same time, it was that cinematic and all factor to it. You were just looking at it and say, okay, I just want to play. It's looking so good, and to keep everyone excited. And we were excited as well, as we were trying to find interesting shots, because the challenge was to find a good look to make things look great in a short amount of time. Having in mind, we're also working on the collection as well. So the entire team had to split according to what they were doing. For example, some were doing modeling, others were doing lighting, other people were rendering, and they were all collaborating to make sure we can deliver this one. We have an edit, which is mostly done. We're working now on sound design and music and everything going on. But I can tell you for sure it has an atmosphere and it's super exciting. I was just watching the latest edit today as new shots were rendered, and I was pretty excited about it. So yeah, really looking forward to it, and I hope you guys will like it. I'm not sure when it will be released. I think Hogs knows more when he plans to release it, because it will be ready in the next couple of days, right?
Yeah. We still need to see like with the voice and blending the voice, background music, and the shots. Like, is the final wrap up, and I don't want to give a fixed day because I
Yeah,
saw in the past like not all of them can go perfectly, and it's just like the voice is messed up, and I like, you need to send it back. The guy didn't respond, and but yeah,
yeah.
it's
A lot of backgrounds and technical elements taking place trying to craft this one, but we're nearly there. So the voice sounds amazing, though. When I first heard this guy's voice, I was like, okay, this is Zeus for sure. I can give you this, guys. The voice is super nice, super nice. What
yeah.
we're also trying to achieve with this first cinematic, which as I mentioned, is being done in parallel to designing the collection and making sure all the artwork is as great as you've seen so far, is just a glimpse of what we can do and what we want to do for the future. So as soon as as long as the project keeps developing, and we'll continue to make this kind of cinematic videos. So whenever you will have a different, maybe a different quest or a different story which will unfold in the realm and in the game, we'll be able to supply a cinematic video for it. So you will always have this feeling like you would have in Diablo or Warcraft 3 or all the game we've been playing since we were children, where you were playing for the story as well. So the story would reveal itself, and you were just hoping to beat the next boss and get to the next level to see a new cinematic. So we're really excited for that as well, because we have plenty of ideas. Unfortunately, we cannot make them all come true until now, but for sure, really excited. I've seen a hand raised from Juana.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
there are
are
actually two. Yeah, let's invite
two hands
people on
raised.
stage. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna
We
invite them
can
both.
can take them one by one. So
Hey, Wana.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
yeah, we
Hi.
can. Hello.
First of all, I wanted to say hi to Aline. I see we are from the same country.
Hello.
I
Okay,
guess
so
all of us are the majority. Even me, Gaia, KFX, we live in Bucharest. So
seriously, I
Yeah.
live in
Yeah.
Timișoara.
Oh,
oh,
nice.
Nice. So I have a question. I was thinking if you can tell me, is there a reason you're not giving the information about the max supply of the NFTs?
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. It is a reason, and that's because when we announce that, we don't want to keep changing it, and we want to make sure that it's in accordance to where the market is, to where our community growth is, and to assure a successful mint. Like, it's very
oh,
important for us. It's a very important milestone, and we want to have a successful mint, both for the project's sake and for the community, and for everything to go forward good. And yeah, like, we want to do the maths and everything much more closer to the mint to make sure that that happens and we achieve that goal.
nice. That's a cool strategy. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks for the answer.
We learned from our mistakes.
You had the project before, or?
No. From the beginning when we started, and
Oh,
it's
okay.
like when we started in January, and we saw how it is, like how the market evolved. Like we started in December was actually bullish market, and when it kind of finished, like in January, from what I remember, and it's somewhere down the line. Now it's going bullish again. So all of this
Yeah.
affects how the NFTs are sold, how many collections. Like in November, December, 10K collection were like very easily sold out. Right now, you don't see even 6K collection sold out sometimes, like 5K. And that's why I guess many projects do this and
Yeah.
are,
I haven't seen project that do this, but I have seen project that reduce their supply. So I guess your strategy is way better.
that's what they're trying to not constantly reduce or change that number, to mess people heads up here. It's like when we announce something, we want to keep it like that.
Okay. And do you
But yeah,
plan on
that's a good
doing?
question.
Do you plan on doing a public sale also?
Yeah, we're gonna have a whitelist sale and soon after that a public sale.
Great. Thanks a lot, and it was really nice talking to you.
Thank you for
Yeah,
your
thank you,
question.
Anna.
Really good question.
Great to have you here. Yeah, it's really good. I guess many people have that question, so we might just give this answer for others too.
Great.
Cool.
Yeah, Van, I see you're here. So, Van Patrick Class.
Hey guys, can you guys
Hey
hear me
man.
okay?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
Awesome. Yeah, sorry, I'm just in my car, so I was driving home, but I'm happy to join you guys. I'm so excited for you guys, like getting closer and closer. I've been around in the project for quite some time,
Yay!
and it's like when you guys start talking about like older games like Diablo, like I grew up playing that game, it gets me really excited, and like I feel like you guys are getting so close to that, so I'm super excited to see what you guys reveal next. I did want to ask a bit, maybe more of a technical question about how it will go when the game gets delivered and released. And because the game is on chain, right? And with the god token and things like that, I was just curious if when the game gets released and we can play it, how does that look when it comes to like, do we have to connect our wallet? Do we have to have a specific amount of Ethereum in the wallet to play? And maybe a little bit more about, do we have to have our gods like unstaked to, get the god coin? Maybe you could just clarify that maybe a little bit for me.
Yeah. Of course. Those are some good questions, and some of them will be handled in the how to play that is gonna be released, like the page on the website. But to answer right now, sorry, I don't know. I think I drank something with bubbles. Keeps coming out. So yeah, it's like it's gonna be. It's a kind of a hybrid. Like, yeah, it's on chain. You need to connect it with your wallet to start playing. You don't need to have a ETH amount there or something to start playing. Actually, there are some gas fees, and those are to send your MetaGas to staking to one of the three battle positions, depending on which one you choose. So that's one of the actions that you will need to take. That will also help you to earn. So from that point, once you stake it, you'll also yield the God token. And the God token itself will be inside the game interface. And from that, whenever you want to, you can choose to redeem it inside your game wallet. It's the game vault, I think we called it, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so it's in the game vault. And you can use it from inside a game vault on paying in the tournaments and other stuff. So you don't need to pay those high gas fees to put it in the wallet and from your personal wallet to put it back into the game. So we created this game vault where you can access different kind of things like pay the tournaments, maybe even forge other weapons, the NFTs, and other relics activation And the only scenario where I see you want to put it in your personal wallet is when you want to withdraw it into a ERC-20. And for that, we're also having some discussion with some advisors that were involved in other play to earn projects that had some liquidity pool created, and it will be good for that, especially in the beginning, to have some higher fees. Like I even heard of 80% if you want to withdraw, because I don't know, people get greedy and just want to drain that liquidity pool immediately, especially the flippers. So these are some things that we take in consideration on building and on when creating the entire all the game mechanics and stuff and the interactions there. As for, I think you also asked about the MetaGods, if they're gonna be staked. You don't need to unstake them to play with them. Actually, they need to be staked to play. So you have them in one of the 3 battle positions, and based on the battle position they're in, you receive different quests. So if they're on the offensive line, they have some more offensive quests. If they're on the defensive, more protective side, they have specific quests for that defensive side. So each of these differ based on those battle positions. I don't know. I missed any question. Go ahead. I think I
Yeah, I know
I covered
you
all,
answered.
but
Yeah, sorry, I kind of asked a lot at once. And
no
maybe
problem.
more specifically, I was kind of just curious if so your gods will be staked, but do you have to unstake them and pay that charge, that gas fee, to get access to all of the coin that it has accumulated, or will it just be like automatically usable just because the god is staked and you don't have to constantly do that staking unstaking process to gain access to all that coin that god token that you've accumulated?
You don't need to unstake it to gain access to the God token, but there's still gonna be a gas fee to pay, even if it's a small one, like $2-3. If you want to when you redeem the God tokens to your game vault, because basically they're minted at that moment, and every interaction, as you know, still needs to have, even if it's small, a gas fee. The thing is, yeah, the MetaGods will stay there because the staking, I know, takes a bit more interactions with the contract, and that increases the cost of the gas fee, because the more interactions you have, the higher the gas. But here, in this case, when redeeming the tokens, it's just a very simple one. We kept it very clean and simple, so it's a very, very low fee. So you don't even need to do that like whenever you want to. Like you can do it once a week, or I don't know.
Awesome. No, I'm so excited for you guys, and like I know that I'm sorry I'm taking up so much time. I just have so many questions because I'm
Yeah,
very excited.
go ahead. Like ask the
No worries,
question.
man. No worries. Yeah, questions are always good.
I personally love the Discord, and I love the ambrosia and all that stuff. Do you kind of foresee, once the game is released, that will kind of turn down a little bit, and the ambrosia and that whole system will continue just for engagement, or because there's not really any cross platform use, is there?
At the moment,
That's
Ambrosia
a
is
good
just like a
question.
native currency. It's a currency native to our Discord server. Like in the future, I think there might be some possibilities. I don't know, to give it more value, but at the moment we're focused on giving it value in however way we can right now.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure
and
it's open to discussions. Like Hawks can confirm or infirm. I'm sorry, I may.
Yeah, it's that's the case right now, but we have talked about this even with the team and with the devs on, for bridging it a bit, but it depends a lot on how it goes when the game is launched, in a few weeks within the game being launched, how you play, and what's the activity in Discord, and maybe, yeah, we can create some kind of equivalent ratio. with the ambrosia here, like to get your God tokens or stuff like that. But there are so many wheels that needs to be combined to make that possible that it's very, very hard right now to tell you for sure, like, okay, this is how it will happen, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And I'm only just curious, just because from a gamer perspective and someone that loves to play the games, and we're all starting at the Discord and getting to know everybody through that community. I just hope that that stays just as important, I guess, maybe, hopefully, because obviously you always want to have new people come in and new players, and that's how we learn about the game, is through Discord and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm just hoping that it stays just as hyped as it is after the game is launched. And I hope that there's enough incentive there that flippers aren't a big factor for you guys, and just all the success for you guys, for sure.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. And yeah, it's 100% on this. It's Discord is gonna remain, and it's always gonna be a very important part, because we're not looking like to launch this game and that's it, we stop growing. We don't see us like only with a 10K, 20K community. I mean, if all goes well, each step of the way, we wanna, like, for the next season of the game, like, bring more people, find ways to bring other people, maybe they're not MetaGod holders, maybe other collections, or maybe even with the God token to enter the game, Like, we have many ideas on how to implement this, and everything depends on, like, Discord is a starting point, because this is where you find all the information, this is where you connect with people, this is where you discuss, you ask questions, this is where we have the AMAs, and it's our place to be. Maybe we can put it in the game also, but that's gonna probably be in a few months after, like, to have these interactions directly inside the game. It will be very nice, but not
Yeah,
very soon.
and like, just because you guys already I feel like you guys have already started doing that with like those little missions that we had 2 days to do, like going and learning about a god and then coming back and putting our pictures up and little descriptions and stuff. Like, I think that's brilliant. Whoever came up with that, I think, is amazing, because we get to learn about each other, like, not just the developers and the team, but like other people in the community. And I just think it was like a stroke of genius. I think that is, like, it's been one of my favorite things that you guys have done so far. So, another pat on the back for you guys, but just, I think it's so cool, and it's so different than any other community I've been a part of, and I think it's very special. So I think that's why I'm asking that question. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. Really appreciate it. And I think you're talking about the quest that Shawnee come up with.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Shawnee, I don't know why you aren't on stage, man. What are you doing in the audience? Yeah, and that's a very good. Thanks for the feedback. I mean, it's very good to hear your opinion on how things and what things you like about all the stuff we put out here in Discord, and not only. So, I guess, yeah, Shawnee already catch that. So we will definitely expand on this type of questing games that bring more of the personal side, and bringing people together, because in the end, that's a community all about, right? It's helping to connect each other.
For sure. Anyway, I took up so much of your time, but I really appreciate all of you guys. No. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what's next, though. But yeah,
Cool.
Thank you for being here.
Now. Yeah. Oh, thank you for having this.
Thank you, man.
Thanks,
and
man.
I think, Van Patrick, you mentioned something which is quite valuable for us, meaning, the community part, that's somehow the core concept of how Elysium started. So yes, we have the lore, we have the story, we have the mythology, but it's all about trying to make and craft a world to your liking where things can be better. So this is what we're hoping this community to become and evolve along the years. As we've said before in other, social media and other AMAs, We view this project as a long-term project. We're completely dedicated to it. We want to develop as much as we can, keep the community tight and connected, and make sure we deliver up to expectations, make everyone excited, and supply plenty of services for a near future. Blockchain and NFTs are something new for now, as we've seen and we discussed at just at the very beginning of this AMA about the Axie Infinity hack. It's a bit of wild west out there, so everyone's trying to get the leverage or make a buck. But at the same time, there are also nice projects and companies starting and using this. You can view it as a crowdfunding to start a company and develop products. And this is what we're trying to do, to develop community, develop a game, develop an ecosystem, an economy, which can be useful for us, for artists, for the community, for everyone taking part of this. And yeah, I think you mentioned this quite well with the highlight on the community, and you can be sure we'll always pay attention to it.
Awesome. It's great to hear. And so much love for you guys, and I'll definitely step down now and let you guys keep going, and maybe someone else has questions.
Sure.
So, but yeah, thank you
Right,
so much, and look forward to more AMAs.
Sure.
Thank you too, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we got Mysterious. What's up, man?
Hey guys, first of all, I've been here for a while, and it's just amazing seeing the way you've been growing everything, and really being fastidious, and making sure the Discord is beautiful and working, and that the artwork is great. And now the games are next level. What I'm curious about is what sort of marketing and real world integration have you guys thought about?
Who's gonna take this one?
Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
was mentioned before that this is a bit like further down the line, because initially we wanted to focus on all the Web3 benefits we can offer here, and of course come with real world benefits from the Web2, like come complementary or in some sort of way. But yeah, I think that the most important part is to develop good things and useful things in the Web3, and then just complete them with real life services, or I don't know, whatever else we can think of.
The thing is, why don't we? The reason why we don't go in very specific details here is because, as KFX said, the focus right now is on the game and on the Web3 connections and bringing more utilities and things from this Web3 space. And it is not just because this is how we feel as a team, but this is all the feedback that we got from advisors, from other projects that we discussed, from other people in the Web3. So the majority in this space wants things from this space. And it's like, when the right time comes for this, we will definitely leverage our own connections, because we've been in the Web2 space for quite a while. Like, I have more than 10 years. Gaia here has 5. Aline, I think, has more than 10. So each one of us, had our own experiences and our own connections with many SaaS services, subscription based. My personal habit also on the wellness coaches and life coaches, services, products. With the studio, we have a lot of connections with artists and 3D artists. And we talked about creating some art festivals where we onboard 3D artists on this space that maybe some of them are actually famous, but haven't considered to come into Web3. So there are very many roads that we can take, but I feel it's premature right now to say, like, okay, these are the 3 ones that we focus mostly on. And it all has to be developed at the right time, and to actually go well with what the community wants and how it fits with the entire ecosystem and the gameplay. Because we want to build a brand here, and try to do all these things under this umbrella, not just, okay, we developed Elysium until this point, and then we focus on something else and we leave this community here. No, it's something that we want to grow this brand and put inside the Elysium umbrella all kind of things in the future.
Nice, thank you.
Thanks for the question.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
I see we have one more. Huh? Do we have hands up? No?
No,
There was
just
one?
disappeared.
No.
Yeah.
I wanted to say something. One last
Sure.
thing. We have an AMA that we're joining tomorrow. It's gonna be on Spaces. It's hosted by PPA, and there are other projects that are joining. So Elysium, we are gonna be there representing Elysium project. We're gonna talk about our project, the game. So I know that some of you Celestials and others asked when we join other AMAs to tell you. We will also create an announcement, a small announcement about this. But yeah, it's gonna be tomorrow. I don't know exactly the hour. Guy, if you know.
I think it was 3 p.m. UTC.
3 p.m. UTC?
Yeah, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
Okay, so at 3 p.m.
4.
UTC, we're gonna be in 4?
Yeah, it's 4 p.m.
3 or
UTC,
4, we're gonna announce it.
We're gonna announce it, yeah.
And we'll put the link and everything. So we're gonna be on Spaces. So feel free to join. I mean, it would be amazing to, people haven't heard us outside of the community until now. So it's a chance for us to express what's happening here more besides what we post on Twitter and what we do with other projects. And it will be very nice if holders or people that actually come on stage tonight and others that are interested about the project and excited to be there and to express their excitement on what's going on here, what they think, like their genuine feedback, what they think is doing well, what not. Like it's an open and authentic conversation. So yeah, we'll wait for you there tomorrow.
Yeah, we'd love to have you guys bring your support there. Together we can rock it. Cool. So yeah, should I? We talked about awarding like 3 PPA NFTs during this giveaway, and 2 of the snapshots have already been taken. We'll post the snapshots and the draw shortly after the AMA. But I can tell you right now that the first winner is Pico. So congrats, dude. You won a PPA NFT. And the second one, let me see.
We have a second one?
Yeah. There are 3 of them, no?
Yeah, but you guys move fast. I mean,
yeah, we had the first and second one, and the third one is still being worked on, so we're probably gonna post it after.
Until you announce it, Kayaba has his hands up. I'm gonna invite him on stage.
Cool, please do.
Yeah, so you can announce it if you have it. Or not, Kayaba. Hi, man. Nice to have you.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you for taking the time to talk to us.
Yeah, I pronounced your name wrong again. It's Kaiba. I don't know why I keep saying Kayaba. My brain is fucking with me.
It's all good, dude. It's all good. I mean, I guess my main question had to do with I guess tokenomics. Going back to God token, really. So, just so I can make sure I'm understanding, so the token is going to be handled specifically in the Web 2 space. So, for example, we stake our MetaGod. Our MetaGod earns God token within the Web 2 web platform. From there, and by the way, just stop me at any given point just to make sure. I'm just going to walk through the thought and I just to be sure to make sure I'm understanding it correctly. So we're going to stake our MetaGod. We're going to accrue God token within, for example, the Web 2 or the website. Then from there, we can transfer that God token into what's going to be called the game vault. But the game vault theoretically, so at the moment that we convert the God token on the web platform into the game vault, at that point, does it become an ERC20 token? It's just not specifically in our wallet. It's within the game vault wallet.
Yeah. So to start, you will stake, as you said, but it's not. The God tokens will be yielded directly from Web3. So it's an ERC20 smart contract for the token, and that's why like it will show you inside the interface how much have you yield potentially, because if you have some risk reward ratio, that's just going to be an estimation, because you will only know for sure once you redeem it inside your game vault. So when you redeem it inside your game vault, you will actually pay a small gas because it's from the contract itself that you redeem it in the game vault. And the reason we created this intermediate game vault, so not directly to your wallet, so you have very little gas fees, and you can, from this game vault, you can interact with the tournaments and other mechanics that we will implement without having to pay so much gas fees. Because if you had put it inside your wallet, it's a different gas fee to claim it. Then if you want to put it back into the system and use it, you need to, it's another interaction with the contract, put it back and just use it. So we come up with this solution now to spare of a few gas fees there.
Okay. So I guess my question then is, if we're just gonna have it in an intermediate vault, right? So essentially from the web platform, we convert it into an ERC20 token for a small gas fee into the game vault. Then from the game vault itself, if we ever were to actually try to withdraw it into our actual wallets, right?
Yeah.
We would then pay an extra gas fee, right? So I guess my next question is, why specifically have the intermediate game vault when we could theoretically just have it in the web platform, if we're not going to have it within our wallets? And then I guess a follow-up question on top of that would be, if the game vault is an actual concept that you guys are gonna go with going forward, is there gonna be any potential kind of exploration maybe in season 2, for example, going forward into the future of the game, and in terms of L2 bridging? That's like something that a lot of the P2E games are starting to do now. We're just going back to the concept of saving users gas fees, right? Because obviously if you're taking the token out and you're putting it back in all the time, you're paying $10-15 every single time. So I guess with the L2 bridging, it would be based off of Polygon, and Polygon, as we all know, has like extremely low fees, right? So I don't know. I'm not saying that that's a plan right now, but in the future, will that potentially be a thing, or will the game vault potentially just stay as the main factor if the community as a whole likes it?
Okay, so let me go to the first question, and it's not going to be a web. When you say like the tokens are not generated from the Web 2 interface, so they are inside the smart contract, the Web 3 smart contract on the Ethereum blockchain, and the web interface basically just reads from the contract and shows you how much potential yield you have. So it's just showing, and for that read action, you don't need to pay for anything because the read action is free.
Okay,
so we read from the contract, we see how much do you got, we show it you in the web interface, and for you to claim it, to redeem it in your game inside the game wallet, you need to pay a small gas fee. And it will be inside your game wallet, yeah? And from here, like as I said, this is the hybrid version right now to spare some of the gas fees that would have had with all of this interaction inside the game. For the future, we have discussed this, and I actually had a meeting with the guy from the Palm network, and we're exploring like Polygon, Palm. There are different networks at the moment, layer 2 protocols, and it is. I mean, we are planning to develop a PvP also for the next season. So we don't want to to keep everything on the Ethereum layer 1 or only inside the game vault. But for the first season right now, we didn't consider like that's a necessity, you know, like it was more of a necessity and important to actually create the entire game and to make sure that we do it in a way where we have a solid base that it's scalable towards this kind of technical solutions.
That makes sense. That's helpful. That's helpful to know. That's awesome, man. I'm really looking forward to it. And in terms of, I guess I had another question about again going back to tokenomics, right? So, we've spoken about, for example, weapons and so just so I can be clear, so weapons are going to be their own separate NFT as an ERC 721.
721. Yeah, exactly.
And the land itself is also going to be a separate ERC 721, or is that going to be in game?
Yeah. It's each thing is going to be a separate ERC 721. Each item, even it's not in the same collection. I mean, the MetaGods is one collection. We'll have the weapons collection. We'll have the land collection, and the other items. I think is going to will fit into a buildings collection, so multiple buildings there. So, but go ahead. I think you have another question. Really. Yeah.
That's helpful. And then in terms of all those other collections, so I don't know about the buildings because I think the buildings are a little bit into the future, but you know, excluding land, there are all the other collections going to be purchasable via God token, or are they going to be smaller Ethereum drops, almost like minted objects?
Our initial goal with it was to keep everything to be purchasable with the God token. But we found out some projects and some other things that where they split and allow people for some to mint them with God, like with their utility token, others to mint them with ETH if they want. So we're keeping our options a bit open here, and we're going to decide together as a community what's good for the project in the end, because there are many metrics, as you probably know, like to keep things deflationary, to increase the utility of the God also. There's also the fact that at every stage we'll need new funds to develop the project further, maybe in a few months or something. So all of this key metrics needs to be taken in consideration when we make this kind of decisions.
That makes sense. Yeah, 100%.
But I guess it's like the best way is to present them all once we, have these regular meetings with the holders and present all the metrics, look at all the data, and we can gather feedback. We can decide like, okay, this is it. This is the best approach. This is what good for the community. This is what good for the project. Because whatever decision you make is not going to make all the people happy. But in the end, I mean, it has to be for the project to move forward, to expand and grow, right? Like that's where all of the decisions needs to converge.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with what you're saying. Honestly, I think it's a good idea. And the concept of having striking the perfect balance is pretty huge, especially in like all the play to earn games. Just because technically, it's almost like their present value is tied in a way to the tokenomics present value, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate you guys answering the questions. And I'm looking forward to the project.
Thanks, man. Thanks for the question.
Sure,
Very
man.
good questions as always.
Yeah, and thanks for all the feedback. I know you have gave some feedback on the how to play also, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I was talking to KFX a little bit yesterday. We'll talk some more.
Yeah. I checked it out and we'll actually implement some of them. So yeah, very valuable. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate being part of this community.
And we appreciate you, man.
The feeling is mutual.
Guys, I've been a bit quiet in this EMA, but I have a fucking good reason. We have Gojira.
What?
Gojira is
What?
gonna collab with us.
No way.
No way,
Yeah.
man. So fucking cool. Great
Yeah,
job,
I was
man. Great
talking
job.
with their team right now, and they were like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna buy some passes."
You guys got Gojira? That's awesome.
Yeah,
It's fucking
Yeah,
awesome,
it
man.
seems like so. What the fuck? So you
I
were chatting or you were? Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I spoke to them about you guys a little bit. I was almost like shilling you guys in there. So
I think we have like
I'm
almost.
glad they noticed.
Yeah.
Really
We
cool,
have
Thank you,
almost.
man.
I mean, I'm sure they. I mean, if you're a holder there, I think they saw you, and we had also like 10 people approaching them. Every one that I know, they have a contact there. I just ask them, ask Gojira for a collab.
Guerrilla tactics.
That's awesome,
Cornered
man.
him.
That's great for you guys. That's awesome. Seriously.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, we need to post an announcement. I mean, it's one of the biggest alpha communities that it is right now, right? It's
It's
very
one of
huge.
yeah, they have a good reputation. They'll what they'll do is that so I think I was telling you guys before, or maybe a few of you guys on the last poker night or something like that, but what they'll usually do is that they'll host an AMA. So you'll have like all you guys that have been working on the project, the founders, and they'll ask you a bunch of questions and stuff like that. They'll have the community come up and ask you questions. They have like their alpha guys that will go and ask you some general questions, and obviously I can give you guys some feedback about how that interview will look like. But yeah, the awesome part about it is that it's the awesome part about it is that they'll bring up a project, and if they really like what they're hearing, like the community all gets behind it, which is huge. And the main I think the main pillar of that community is that they're into value investing. Like they want to invest in solid teams and teams that they think have like a lot of longevity into the future and are innovative. So the idea, and I think you guys have that. So I think the whole concept is you have a platform there to convince them. And if you're able to convince those people, I mean, they're the type of holders. I mean, most of them. I'm not going to say everyone. There's still flippers in that community, but 70% of that community is going to hold your project and try to watch it and help it push it forward. So I think that's huge. That's awesome. That's really good news for you guys, honestly.
I'm actually
Yeah,
getting
for all of
goosebumps.
us. Fuck yeah.
Fuck, this
That's
is so
good.
great. This is so great. Whew.
Yeah, I'm looking at the project right now, and the Genesis collection has an 11 floor each floor, and the
What?
second generation has a 2 each floor.
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh.
hell. That's crazy. That's just crazy. Whew.
Yeah, get
All the
back
hard
to
work
what you
paying
discussed,
off.
guys. Let me
We
finish this.
can't. I mean, we just need to wrap up the AMA now. I want to hear more about Godzilla.
Yeah, something about the quest system. What Van Patrick class was saying about commenting. I would like to expand on that if I can have the platform.
Yeah. Go ahead, Sonny. Sure.
Yeah, so we recently have designed the quest system. Just like Van Patrick class already said, to make you guys become familiar with the gods in our collection. And we have now released 2 quests for you guys to get familiar in kind of a playful way. Also show a bit of your own personality in your submissions. So it is really a lot of fun to read through all the results I've seen so far. And after this AMA, I will drop the 3rd quest. And that one is about Aphrodite. That one's going to be fun as well. So, man, keep an eye on the quest system, the quest that's dropping. After this AMA, we'll drop another one.
That's awesome. Awesome, Sonny. And you heard the man. He had some very good feedback on all these quests. he actually thought that you were a genius. So we thank you for bringing these ideas and implementing the quests. So
yeah, thank you. I've designed this quest together with someone from another community. Took some inspiration from there. The community I'm talking about is from Creature World. There's also my PFP. And I've talked to the community manager there. Hum Styles is his name. And it's a very fun quest system.
That's cool. That's the beauty about this space. Like I haven't felt like a competition. You know, either they look at you or they don't because they think you're too small or you have a crappy project. But it's not a competition like with any other project. You're not competing so much. It's a very different.
Yeah. Yeah, most
Different
projects
feeling.
are indeed working together, you know, feeding off each other, forming a more huge community, like with this project with Jira. But of course, there were always some projects, you know, comparing myself with other projects, being a bit elitist, maybe. But most of the space is very working together. So that's very nice to see in this Web3 world.
Yeah, indeed. Cool. So, do we have anything else prepared, KFX, or we can wrap this up?
We can wrap this up. We'll announce the other two giveaway winners after we close the AMA. We're gonna get the videos as well and the snapshots. So I think that's it
cool.
for tonight.
Okay. It was great to have you all guys here.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining.
Thanks for joining, guys. It was a lot of fun.
You're still hyped, man.
Yeah, man. Like Gojira, like game. Like what? What do you mean? Why are you not hyped?
I can hear it in your voice.
Yeah. Cool, guys.
Okay, guys. Have a great day, a great night, and looking for the next AMA. Hopefully, we'll see some of you on the spaces with PPA on Twitter tomorrow.
Yep. Definitely. Cool.
Choose. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, guys.